back to another episode of My Car's Broken Again. Let's get cracking. Okay, so in my last video, got my new exhaust, was driving home, having a wonderful time, everything was going great. Got home, parked it up, closed the gates, got back in the car, started the engine up, and this happened. Come to put the car into gear, cannot select any gears. Gear 6 moving left and right, okay, but yeah, can't get in any gears at all, not even reverse. It's just not going in. So been doing a bit of googling, talking to various people. A lot of people have said, you know, have you checked the linkage? Yes, I've checked the linkage. That's the first thing I checked. None of those are broken. They're all on, so it's nothing to do with that. The next step was to then disconnect the linkage and see if we can get the selector to go into gear on its own. I'll start by moving the selector. You can see, goes in and out, no problem. No left and right. I'll just remove the linkage. And once again, you can see the selector's moving forwards and backwards. Will not go left and right. So this is the selector tower. On the top here, there's this bolt. That has a spring in it, and it pushes down onto the selector and stops it moving about, you know, when you don't want it to, basically. So I'm going to take this out and then see if I can move that selector left and right, because let's say that bolt pushes down onto a spindle which has like a cog on it, and if it's jammed, that could be stopping the selector arm moving. So that's a quick, easy test to do. I mean, that is super loose. I'm not sure if it should be loose. That is. Let's put some bloody gloves on. That is coming out very easily. Okay, that does not look in a good way. I'm not sure it should look like that. It does have a ball on it. Maybe it is okay. Yeah, oh no, that's bouncing back. So that's okay. Let's see if that shifter rod will now move. Aha! That moves now. Brilliant. So, something to do with this. Let's put that back in and have a look. Oh fuck, the ball's falling out of it. Okay, so I found the ball, but I don't really want to be putting that back in if it's going to just fall out again. Although there should be pressure in it. I don't really want that going in, getting lost inside my gearbox. I guess there should be something there to stop it falling out. So I'm going to see if I can find a new one of these. So if I don't want part number is and get one ordered, that's probably going to be the easiest and best solution. So another thing that I'm going to do, after speaking to my dad, is actually make sure that the actual selector arm is not worn away itself. So I'm going to take that out. That should be fairly easy. I need to disconnect the linkage at the back, and then there's a little nut on the back of here to undo, and then I need to undo this cover or plug thing on the front. Hopefully I can do that without removing the clutch cable, but we shall see. So first I will get the linkage off the bottom down here. Well, you guys can't see it, but you've all removed linkages before, hopefully. They just pop off a little clip there on the side on this one down here, and it should lift off. There we go. Yeah, they just seal on by these clips on the side there. Okay, that's off. And just get a nut. What size is that on the back here? 13mm, I think. Maybe smaller. I appreciate you might not be able to see exactly what is going on down here, but it's pretty easy to get this off. Just 13mm on the back here. Push that way, pull it down. It should start easing off. That's off. This should knock off now. And this, I'm going to go on in one position, because I'm not sure if you can see it in there. There's a little key mark for it, so there's no worry about getting this on in the wrong position and it not being in neutral or whatever. So nice and easy. Now we need to turn our attention to the front and try and undo this plug down here. So I've just disconnected the clutch cable just to give me more access down here to this thing, because I do need to pull it out and that was in the way. I'm really struggling to get to open this. I can't really get the grips on it. Well, I can, but I can't turn it. Right, I've made a tool that I can undo this with. I've got this hexagonal washer which was on a bit of electrical tubing, so I've taken that off, put it on a long bolt, got a small nut underneath it, that fits in perfectly. I need to get a spanner on there. Hopefully it should allow me to undo it. I've double nutted it. That should work now, hopefully. Let's give it a go. Got any fucking access in here, that is. Access ain't great. Right, sick of fucking about with this thing, so gone to my dad's. Got this. It should do the job nice and easy. Oh god, it's tight. Let's try giving that a whack. Not as easy as I thought then. Oh, fuck me, that's tight. Okay, our new part has arrived. Slightly different on the back, it's got this raised bit, but yeah, looks like the same thread. It's got the ball on the top which doesn't come out. So let's get this in the car. Right, we couldn't get this cap off the front here. It's just so tight, there's no way we could get it off. We don't need to take it off, but I just wanted to check that the gears on this pulley were okay. But as you can see, without the plug in at the moment, the lever moves left and right, moves forwards and backwards. So I'm confident that's okay. So we'll get this plug in and we'll see if we can still move it left and right with this in. If not, that might indicate that something is wrong with that lever inside. But let's get this in, see how it is. Okay. We've topped this up with a little bit of extra oil. You don't really need it, but we have topped it up just to make sure that there's some in there. Got it in. Let's try and tighten this up. Right, that's nice and tight. So again, we've still got the linkage off. Let's make sure we can still go left and right, in and out. We can. We've still got selections there, in and out. That is all good. Let's get this back on. Now I may have to readjust the lever from the gear shifter, as we did adjust that because we thought that might have been the problem. We'll get this in, see if we can get any gears in the car. It's feeling a bit slack. Why is that so slack? Pretty sure it shouldn't be that fucking slack like that. Does it come off the pedal maybe? Anyway, let's try gears in the car. Okay, can we get in any gears? Yes, we can. We have gears. Brilliant, there we go. Let's just check we can get all of them. Let's reverse. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Lovely, thank God. Oh yeah, so clutch pedal, not returning. It's because up here, where is it? You see here, cable has come off here, so I need to figure out where it is. Right, suspension C-spanner, that's the tool we need. Now this is over it. I'm in. Where's the top bar pedal going? Okay. Right, got it. So, where's this going here? Let's go in up here. Right, that's on. Let's tighten up at the front, and then we should have a working clutch pedal again. There we go. That is looking, feeling better. Hooray. Oh, well, there we go. Thankfully, that was a very easy fix, and hopefully it will help some of you. If you get an issue where your car won't go into gear, you won't immediately panic and take your gearbox out. Check your detent plug, detent plug, whatever the hell that plug's called. Take that out, see if you can get into gear then. If you found this video useful, give us a like, click on subscribe. Check out some of our awesome MK2 Golf Stories merch. We've got cups, t-shirts, perfect for this weather. You can cut the arms off, look like this, cool as fuck. Hoodies when it gets cold, stickers, you name it, you can get it. It's a great way to support the channel without, you know, subscribing to the channel, basically. Anyway, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. See you in another video again next time. Bye bye.